Okay, first things first, we need to do a little bit of work on this tower again. Last episode, I mentioned I was going to add some tuff into the base of this as a texture to go along with this here, but I never did, so I'm going to go get some tuff right now. Turns out I'm completely all out, so we'll go mine some, we'll add that into the texture, see how it looks, and go from there. And then I think we're going to go find a new project to start on today, so yeah, let me go mining for a little bit, and I'll be right back. And hello, welcome. How are you? I always realize after the fact that I never really give a real introduction of any kind into the beginning of my videos. I kind of start talking, and then I never actually yeah, introduce anything. So not that I don't really think it matters that much, but I hope you're doing well today, and thank you for watching this video. Now, let's get started and mine some tuff. And wow, I totally forgot, down here in this cave, there is a spider spawner. This is one of the first builds. I don't even remember how to access it, but this is one of the first builds built on this world by Sam. Let me see if I can remember how to even... Oh, down here. Yeah, I have not been down here in a long time, but yeah. There we go, we can get some XP. Anyways, just thought I'd show this off because I guess this is technically a build on the server that honestly I completely forgot about, and otherwise would never get the chance to show it to you because I just simply would not have remembered it was here. But we have a spider spawner. Okay, so I added the tuff to the base of this tower just to match what we had over there, like I've said a million times. But to be honest, I don't know if it makes that much of a difference with it there or not. It does have a little bit more of a dirty feel on the bottom, like it's closer to the ground, which is kind of cool. But really, I think it just makes me OCD for needing to add this after the fact that I already forgot. But hey, it does not look any worse with it on there, so I'll take it. But let's head over to my base. I have a project in mind, or at least the start of one. I don't know how much I want to commit to the whole idea yet or not, but it'll be easier to show you over there. So let me head on over and we will talk about it more once I get to my base. Okay, I made it back home once again, and the idea for today, and I mentioned this a little bit in the end of the last episode, but I want to do something revolving around these little big, I should say, creatures that I have at my base. So far there's only two. I've got one chilling over here and one flying up there by the tree. Now what I want to do is put some more out here in this field, kind of like maybe they're grazing on some of this grass or just roaming around here. I also want to build a barn. I don't know if we're going to do that today or not. You probably know based on what the thumbnail looks like, but I'm not sure yet. So, but at least I want to add more of those guys. And maybe it could be the kind of thing that every episode that we're over here and we have some free time, we just build another one of them and slowly but surely add more and more throughout the base. Because they're pretty easy to build. I mean, I've already built in two, and they're pretty much the exact same. Eventually, it would be cool to mix them up a little bit, make some, some of them have different shaped horns or just a different posture. But all in all, it's the same build that I would just be repeating over and over again. So shouldn't be too bad to just add one here and there. But let me find a good spot out in this field that I want to add one and see if I can come up with yeah, a good spot for that. So I'll be right back. What I really wish so bad is that you could name tag wandering traders and make them not disappear. Because as far as I know, they're the only mob in the game that can hold a lead like this. So I know I've seen people do a trick with like hiding a chicken inside of a build and then having a lead attached to it from a fence so it looks like some type of support line or telephone wire or anything like that. But what if I like manage to conceal the llamas all the way inside of some type of moss creature like that and have the wandering trader just on the outside so it looked like he was, leading it along. But I think the best we can do in that regard, well, first of all, if you didn't know, the reason why I can't do that is because wandering traders despawn no matter what. Even if you name tag them, they only have a set time that they'll stick around for, and then no matter what you do, they will disappear. So it is quite unfortunate because they look pretty awesome. But what I think we'll have to settle for if I go that route is just do what I said with a chicken and have it hiding inside of the creature, and then have a lead coming out of it attached to a fence or something so it looks like it's tied down. But yeah, like I said, or back to what I was doing before, which is, whoa, my mouse is freaking out. Finding a place for where I want to put one. So 1 second. I feel like I'm hunting or something, spying on my prey. Just kidding. I would never kill this guy. He's awesome. Just look at those black beady eyes. But yeah, here's the next moss golem, moss monster, moss beast. I don't know what I want to call him yet. If you have an idea, please let me know, because I'm trying to find something that sounds good. But yeah, here he is. I mixed up the horns on this one. I tried for a long time to try to get him how I wanted, and as I was doing this, it gave me PTSD, because I remember when I originally designed these guys, I was having a similar problem with the horns, and finally I came up with this little just curved down forward horn there. It's hard to see from way up here, but it's the same on there as it is with the one over on that side of the village. But yeah, this one I just gave little short stubby horns that go upwards. I'll probably try to mix them up more and more. What I was trying to come up with was some type of horn design that was big and like a big circle ram horn thing, but just with the limitations of stairs and slabs, it was not too easy. So maybe there's a good design that exists that I just can't envision right now, but I'll try again later on another guy. But I like these little short ones. I don't know if this needs to be said or not, but these guys, they're all hovering. That is intentional, just because I want them to look like they're, I don't know, have some sort of magic, like they can fly or something. And actually, a little bit of insight into the original inspiration for these. For one, Appa from Avatar: The Last Airbender, if you couldn't tell, if you've seen that show, minus the fact that this is made out of moss and cobblestone, it looks very similar to Appa. But for some reason I had in my mind some sort of like, I guess a golem, or like some sort of like ancient, super advanced like robot, or like some abandoned technology of some sort that had been like found years later, like, but had been overgrown but still functions. I'm not saying that they're necessarily robots, but that was kind of the original vibe I was going for. So whatever these things are, it's a mystery, but maybe that gives you a picture of my vision for them. But they can fly, definitely can fly. So maybe because they're hovering here while they're grazing around, they're just kind of like, I don't know, jumping around, hovering. Yeah, but one thing that's bothering me, I just realized too, the moss dude over there and this guy, they're all facing left. So not that that matters. They're spread out enough that you can't really notice, I hope. But definitely for the next one I build, I'm going to try and either make him facing forwards or any other direction, just to give it some variety. Yeah, but let me think for a minute, see what else I want to do today, and I will get right back. On a side note, this makes me feel kind of bad, but I've noticed as I've been expanding out this moss area, mushrooms don't hardly spawn at all on the moss area, or even in my city where the cobblestone path is. They pretty much, I don't know if this is an actual game mechanic, but it seems like they only spawn in the untouched areas, like probably on the mycelium. But it makes me feel bad because I feel like I'm some sort of invasive species, or, driving the natural habitat out of its climate, like some sort of, I don't know, monster. But I'm sorry, mushrooms. I do want you around. I hope you continue to spawn in my green grass field that I'm making, but I'm sorry. Also, Lazarus seems to be doing good. He's stayed as a fisherman, so maybe he's got his life starting to get it figured out. I actually think the AI is stuck because he's been in this inside of this stair underneath this slab for ever since he got here. He's been stuck, which honestly is fine by me because he's in a perfect spot that makes the village look like it's in a like it looks like he's ordering ramen, and it's perfect for the life of the village. And plus, he's not attached to any workstations that I know of or beds, so without being stuck there, he probably would just run away. So you can just stay there, Lazarus, and I'll come check on you every once in a while, buddy. I'm not entirely sure I want to do this, but walking past my flower shop, which has no real purpose, by the way, it makes me wonder if I should put like barrels under here and store my flowers and plants all in the shop. Not entirely sure I want to do that though, like I said, just because my storage room is right there. I do think this would be a fun idea, but I don't know if it would be annoying if I ever need flowers. Will I forget that all of my storage isn't in one place? But that's an idea. I may or may not do that in the future because it would give some reason to visit the flower shop from time to time. Ooh, okay. I just had a good idea. What if I make or attempt to, I don't know based on how detailed I could get it if it will work, but what if I made a baby moss creature following behind this one, like this was the mom and it has a little moss creature mini. Let me try to come up with something. No promises it will be a success or stay, but I do want to at least attempt it because, yeah, that would be awesome. Okay, I made a baby moss golem, I guess I'm calling him. But again, please let me know if you have any suggested names. I made a baby, and it's pretty derpy. Derp. His eyes mostly are pretty derpy. I think he's cute enough that I'll keep him though. Llama, get out of the way. But he's cute enough to keep, I think. His eyes are a little, I think, what make him look especially derpy, just with them being small there. I don't have a lot of options for eyes though with the size this small. The horns I was gonna do fences, just little ones poking up, but I thought just a slab on the side made it look like little ears, just like poking through, like they're not developed yet, and I just thought it was really funny and kind of cute, mostly derpy. He's only got one of his little trees on his head grown so far. But yeah, I think building him on this little slope actually worked out well for his small size, which, by the way, his body is far from perfect. But at least this way I could have his legs staggered so that at least the back ones are separated. And then, yeah, just I feel like the incline made the shaping of the creature a little easier. He only has 4 legs. His mom has 6 legs, so maybe they grow their third set of legs later in life. But yeah, there is the combo, the mother and baby combo, and yeah. Okay, I'm running a little low on time today, so I'm gonna do a couple more things, but this might be a little bit of a shorter episode. But first things first, I just remembered something that I haven't shown on camera yet. Over up here in my storage room, I have a book of projects that I'm working on. One of my friends that plays on this world does a similar thing where he writes down everything he's working on. So yeah, I decided to do something similar. I've got this book here, and there's probably some projects that I'm not remembering about, but that could also go in this book. But at least for now, yeah, we've got the Emporium. That's the big building at the spawn area that I'm working on. That's a secret. The Elder Tree is my big tree at my base that I have to finish the back of. Base planning, I guess, is a general one. We've got the ruins that we started in the end. The pit, floor 3, that's one of the mini games I have at spawn. I haven't really gone too in depth about it, but it is incomplete. And what I want to add today is a barn slash stables, I guess, for the moss creatures. So, yeah, we probably will do that next episode, but at least today I want to, at the very least, mark out an area for where we want to put it. And I think we're going to do it over in the field somewhere. So let me look around where would be a good spot, and I will be right back. Okay, how do we feel about back there? I'm thinking if I build the barn back here, it will be far back enough that you will still get the feel that these creatures are, grazing in a big open area for them. But it's like still, I like the idea of a barn being kind of away from everything else. Kind of gives it more of like a, I don't know, farmy feel. Another option that I'm open to is putting it back in this corner, or at the very least, I'm just envisioning walking into this area. I think back there where this opening is in the mountains definitely could use something, potentially something big. I don't know. But that is definitely a prime spot on my mind now for where something cool could go. Like I said before, I don't get it. I'm a very new YouTuber, so if you get any ideas or things you want to see in this world, now would be the time to comment it, because your opinions and ideas for what I should build hold a lot of weight at this point, because there's probably not going to be many other people that suggest things. So, yeah, let me know any ideas you have, and I will definitely consider them, and I'll 100% see the comment. I'm thinking about building the barn here next episode, and some future project right here. So I think that's going to do it for today. Sorry again about the shorter episode. I was running out of time. Next episode, hopefully it will make it worth it. I appreciate everyone that's been watching. I feel like, at least compared to other YouTube channels that I have started in my past, which is not many, but I've tried a few, this one's going pretty well. I've gotten, more success than I thought I would right off the bat, so I'm very grateful for that, and I hope to continue. I would wait to upload this episode, but so far I've been pretty on point with my every other day upload schedule, so I want to keep it going as long as I can. So today's going to be a shorter one, but yeah, in 2 days I should hopefully have a new episode that will be really good. So I will see you guys then. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.